Hola mi gente, ¿cómo están? Mi nombre es Alba Mal, me pueden decir Alba. El canal se llama Seriela, estamos aquí para hablar de libros, algunos de ellos en español desde Puerto Rico. Hello, my name is Alba, or you may call me Alba. Channel name is Seriela. We're here to talk about books and some of them in Spanish from Puerto Rico. Hey, how you doing? Hope you're holding up. I have a PSA that I want to share with you. I've been addicted the last few days to TikTok. Thank you, Sonya, of Enthusiastic Reader, who told me that she got into TikTok because of the wonderful cleaning videos. But all I see are politics, 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 politics. And I just want to share with you one that I find very effective for those people, especially living in the United States, who feel impotent and who want to do something and can do something about the situation right now. I just want to shout out a creator on TikTok by the name of Jess Craven 101. She has taken it upon herself to share the scripts of the phone calls that she makes to her elected officials, federal and state, about the situation and what she wants to see done. So I just want to give you that suggestion in case you feel that you want to do something after all these days, a week as a matter of fact. Yeah. And she even suggests having them saved on your phone because after all, your elected officials are your employees. They answer to the electorate. Yes. That was just my short PSA in case anybody is interested. Again, Jess Craven, all lowercase letters, Jess Craven 101. Okay. Number 2. I know you've seen several videos up about this powerful, powerful book, Unspeakable, the story of Junius Wilson by Susan Burch and our own Hannah Joyner. And for the sake of brevity and time, because that is quite a long video, right? Because we had participation, was a collaboration of all the participants in that buddy group. Thanks, Shawn. Shawn did such a wonderful job editing that video. I recommend it. I will link all of the participants down below in the description box. But for the sake of brevity, I didn't mention something that really stood out to me and is going to make this book always a permanent part of my bookshelves, my collection, and a reference book, as a matter of fact. And that was the fact that the authors put front and center in the very first chapter what happened in Wilmington, North Carolina, and placed Junius Wilson's family and neighbors squarely in that historical context. And that was a powerful statement. And coincidentally, I had just finished reading that section of the book about the Wilmington Declaration of Independence. Read up on it, people. And in the next few days, I get the New York Review of Books, which honestly, sincerely, sometimes I, don't get a chance to read. But I noticed that there was an article by David W. Blight, who did the Frederick Douglass biography, An American Pogrom, in which he reviews the latest book about the Wilmington's Lie. The title is Wilmington's Lie, the Murderous Coup of 1898 and the Rise of White Supremacy by David Zucchino. Yeah, so those are those bookish coincidences that always leave me awestruck about BookTube. And yes, I will definitely get that book. That is going to be one of the books that I am looking forward to reading in 2021. So thanks so much again, Hannah, for this magnificent addition to American history. Yeah. So my boomer stats. I've listened to quite a few videos giving stats, and many use spreadsheets. But I am of a generation in which, you know, I'm not used to that. I'm used to pen and paper. And so that's what I'm sharing. What I had on my refrigerator, my tracker. And it's easy to figure out, right? In total, I read 75 books. And as you can see, I, kept up with my nonfiction Puerto Rican reads until October, and then, it slacked off completely. Hardly any Puerto Rican fiction at all, which is going to be remedied this year. I'm going back to my Puerto Rican collection. Yeah. 2 books in Espanol, in Spanish, one being Don Quixote, and this one I don't remember. A lot of nonfiction in English because of the events of the summer of 2020, and a lot of English fiction. I did a lot of reading of women authors and people of color. I'm glad to finally started reading My Neighbors in the Caribbean, English-speaking Caribbean. I dipped into my old TBR list, and I knocked off 5 books from there. I did a lot of rolling over from one month to the next, as I have done with the year 2020 into 2021, and did quite a few BookTube events. I made a column for my K-dramas. Yeah. I had a total here of 37. But since I did not keep up with my personal bullet journal at the beginning of 2020, I guess as a reaction to the earthquakes, I don't have evidence of the K-dramas that I saw at the first 3 months. Maybe I didn't see any. Maybe I didn't watch any. Who knows? So those are my boomer stats. That doesn't mean I'm not going to try to a spreadsheet. I am going to link the spreadsheet that I had started at the beginning of the year, offered for free on BookTube, and I will put her name up here. Very generous person, and it really helped me there for a while. But everything is a matter of consistency, and this has not been a year for consistency for me. So I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to include some relaxing clips. One of a walk that I did to the plaza right here at 5:30 in the morning because I heard music, our typical folkloric music for Christmas, and I had to see what was happening. And then some scenes from San Sebastian, which is one of the 2 places that I have been to see my son and his family during lockdown. So
pequeña. Alcalde, que tiene saludos por ahí. Enrique Godínez Figueroa, allá en el barrio Pasillo de Juanadía, allá en el carretón, que están los muchachos por allí disfrutando de la programación. Los saluditos. Así que, si no, pues conéctense también a través de Católica Radio PR.com. Que ahí, ¿tiene una por ahí? Juanadí es tu destino, Juanadí es tu destino. Así que ahí, guarde, ese saludito navideño. Vamos allá con Ariel, los muchachos del grupo Tradición Código. Un saludo a Santana, a todos los de la música típica puertorriqueña, a la guaita de los días que esperan por esta comunidad. Luisito Villalba, que se encuentra con las flores, compadre. A espalda del mundo China quiso acabar en tu mano. A espalda del mundo China quiso acabar en tu mano. Los enfermos y los ancianos son una plaga dañina. Y el ser humano que se elimina si lo logra contagiar, pero se puede evitar pasar por esa gran pena, guardando una cuarentena con la familia en tu hogar. Ay, guardando la cuarentena con la familia en tu hogar. Yo te ruego, con pueblano, que si sales a las calles, yo te ruego, con pueblano, que si sales a las calles, no saludes los que halles con besos ni con la mano, porque tal vez ese humano sintomático ha de estar y te puede contagiar el virus para matarte después de tanto cuidarte con la familia en tu hogar. Ay, después de tanto cuidarte con la familia en tu hogar. Es lo que yo quiero cuando me muera, música arriba. Si no, me levanto de la tumba y tiro para los muchachos con Dios y Nicole, que el programa de Pasarela, por favor. La pandemia y la sencilla la podemos combatir. La pandemia y la sencilla la podemos combatir usando guantes al salir, con gafas y mascarilla, pero es mejor que rodillas al Dios del cielo clamar por un pronto bienestar, al hacer una oración para tener bendición con la familia en su hogar. Ay, para tener bendición mire.